himself twice. And I want to be talking about what has been happening through this, what has been happening. And so I know some of you might have realized my comment section isn't always on for all my videos, and I will be talking about that. What I want to be doing new for this channel, and not just that, but some people that helped me through this thing, even if I didn't meet them, even if I just watched their videos, it encouraged me and helped me start this channel. So I really want to give a shout out to them at the end. I also, so first of all, with what I've been wanting to do new, out in public, whenever I go out there, and I don't normally go out in public and do videos. If you ever saw my videos, they're normally at my house and at the house and base. I just don't normally do outside, and do it, but I want to start doing that since I have a little more subscribers. I have like 50. Yeah, I think I have 53 last time I looked. I just want to thank you guys for subscribing to my channel, if that's helpful. But anyways, I want to be going out and asking people questions, and asking them questions like, if you could hang out with two people in the Bible for the whole day, and you can answer your comment. If the comment section works, then you can put it in there. Is it mainly for shorts though? But I just want to say, if you could hang out with two people in the Bible for a whole day, who would it be? Questions like that, just simple questions that sound fun, and I'll be videoing them. But don't worry, I'm not going to show their face if they don't want to. That's fine. But also, my comment section hasn't been working. It's not that I chose for it not to be, that I just haven't been able to figure it out. So and I'm not really good at reading instructions, nor following paper instructions. So, if you have any, it's not really good at explaining to me. If you have any explanation of how to do it, that'd be great. I would love that. I would start putting it on and putting comment sections on for all my videos that I could not figure it out. Also, now it's time for the people that actually helped me and encouraged me to do these videos. So you have Realism Officials. Has been helping me. I've listened to his videos. They're funny but serious, and he's funny when he when he wants or needs to be, but he's serious when he absolutely needs to, or wants to, or whatever it needs to be, or whatever the Lord calls him. I really like that he talks about the Lord and actually encourages people to share the gospel, and go out there, get off the phones and stuff like what. And now I should be get off the phone and just look at people and just pray for them. And so also Bible of Daniel, I do like that his content is funny, but he's serious when he needs to be. I like when people do that, and even when people are just serious or just funny in their Christian videos, because it just stands out. And especially when it's funny, it stands out to me, and especially for teenagers and younger people, it just stands out and you kind of remember it more. So yeah, it's just really cool seeing those ones. And so I like that when they're serious and funny. And I really like Bible with Daniel. He's really cool. I like him. I really like these people. They're really cool. I love them. I watch them a lot. So Mike, I can't say your last name. I'm sorry about that. I'm not really good at pronouncing last names. But Mike, Matt, I can't really read it. So if you guys can hear, I'll put it in the comment section, since if you guys can't read it, because I'm not really good at that. Next one's Joseph Z. Revival National, or like I said, I'm real bad with reading names. But those two are really good with being serious. So yeah, I'm not really good at spelling either, but if you can read this, here, I'll show it to you, and you can take a picture of this in case my comment section doesn't end up not working. Here, these are the people that I'm talking about. If it's upside down, I'm sorry, I'll have to put it in the comment section or description. But yes, these people have been helping me a lot. Last year are really serious, and at times they do make some jokes and funny stuff, and it's really funny. I really like how they do that when people do that. There's another person, Amber Twig. I did not know her channel's name, but I did meet her one time at a revival. It's kind of funny. I didn't actually know she was preaching today, and so we had a revival. I was like 8 years old, and I thought she was just a regular adult in the congregation, and we were dancing to the worship music with my one friend and this girl I met, and so we were dancing and we were having fun, and she came over and I'm like, okay, this is another adult in the crowd. Ending up, she was the pastor of the day, and she was preaching that day, and I had no clue the whole entire time. And that was really cool because then I saw her as a human being, not a pastor, and that's how we should be seeing pastors at times, because I think people look at them as higher up, and don't get me wrong, that's really good, but it's also good to see them as human beings, and that's why, like me, I used to packages came. I used to see them as like more than people, and I didn't treat them like a normal human being. I kind of treated them like a celebrity, and yes, they kind of are in the Lord's eyes. They share the gospel, and I love that they do that. And so just don't see them as more than an idol. And yes, they are higher up. It just doesn't mean you have to like treat them as an idol. Treat them as a human being. It's really cool when you get to be treated as a normal person, and that's actually kind of somewhat the times when that happens, like when people go out. Also, Dan Muller and Todd White. I know not many people like them, but my mom and dad did see them when they were teenagers, before they're like really famous, and I met them a few times, and like a few times here and there, and they are like family to us. I will admit it's kind of like family to us, and I love their sermons. I remember some of them, not all of them, and like the one with like the bull, like the penetrate with Dan Muller, and the cat. She has his food in every wallet, and then people now. I heard a lot of pastors. Now I make jokes of it at times. With he has me in the first photo as his wallet, like you know how like parents have with kids, but anyways, yeah. I really like those pastors. It's those are pastors and like YouTube shorts and like that stuff. Like even like the little things, like, it's cool. Even people think like pastors and people higher up always have to be serious. No, you do not. God is fun. They always say church has to be serious, all strict, all that stuff. Look, we're just here to have fun and learn about Jesus. We do not need to be strict or anything. You can be funny. It doesn't have to be just for kids to be funny. Adult services can be funny too. I have been to a lot of adult services, and they are really funny. Believe me, they are hilarious. At times they're really funny, but when they with you, they will be serious. It's a good type of serious. But yeah, I also want to say, if you ever have a business or ministry, of course it has to be it can't have anything that's not of the Lord in there. Like it cannot have any transgender like that stuff. I do not support that on my channel. I do not agree with that. Doesn't mean like the Lord will heal you. Don't get it wrong. He loves you. He just doesn't like the stuff you do. It's that, or when people say he doesn't love me, it's that he does that. No, it's not that he doesn't love you. He doesn't like what you're doing. He is just. It's like a parent correcting a child. How they didn't love them, so they didn't love what they did. So yeah, if you have a ministry or business or organization that you want me to talk about on your channel, on my channel, then let me know and I will talk about it on your channel. Um, like there's like different stuff, like if it's like Christian candy or something like that. Yes, I will support it, and I will try and I'll get it on my channel. And I'll get a sponsor. Um, it will be really helpful if you told me what the candy or a business or a ministry is about, because then I can actually tell them what it's about. Because also, and of course you did this, or you probably know how to do this, so I don't really need any explanation for you guys. So yeah, it would just be really helpful if I did that for you mainly. I just thought it'd be a good idea to do some sponsorships. It'd be nice. And so, yeah. I've been doing we also my family before I did this YouTube channel with my family. I did a minute we did a ministry. You can look it up. It's called Heavenly Ministry. I'm there when I was there when I was like 8 years old. We traveled around the country and we did different stuff. You'll see my little brother, my little sister, and my older brother. Yeah. There's 4 kids in our family, including me. And my mom and dad, we just go out and share the gospel, and we went to 43 states just sharing the gospel and sharing the love of Jesus. Yeah, I just feel like sharing God, just love. There's God for love, for God to love the world that He gave His only Son. Whoever believes in Him will not perish. A lot of people read that word, but then if you go a little earlier, and farther, it's really cool because it says that God did not come to condemn the world, but He came to save the world, something like that. I don't remember from the top of my head. I'm not very good for memorizing verses that good. So yeah, so yeah, that's all. And I want to say goodbye and Jesus love you. Let's make that God bless. Let's make heaven crowded.